Hello and welcome to the Energy Forecast 2022. And over the course of January, I'm going to be interviewing 9 experts on the energy of 2022. So you can get a free workbook. You can see the link here. Please go to this link and you can sign up for a free workbook about the energy of 2022. Every single expert that I interview, I'm asking them to give me an exercise of something you guys can do and integrate into your lives to make 2022 the most amazing year ever. So go to that link, sign up for your free 2022 energy workbook. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. From the 7th of January, we're going to be having 9 experts, astrologers, numerologists, shamanic practitioners. I'm going to be talking about the Akashic records. We're going to have lots of different experts discussing the energy of 2022 and how you can utilize this energy to have your best year yet. Hello and welcome to the Dharma.life podcast. I'm your host, Aloise.life. And in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can master the energy of 2022. Not only that, I have created an energy forecast series for you. And over the course of January, you're going to have 10 different interviews of 10 different experts sharing with you how you can make the most of 2022. 22 is such a powerful number in numerology. It is the master builder number or the master architect number. And I knew that I really wanted to help decode this year for you. The more we understand energy, the more we can tune in and work with the energy of the year. Energy is so important. If you followed me for a while, you know I'm a massive advocate of everything being energy. And it's really important as we become more conscious, as we clean our vessels, as we raise our vibrations, we become more in tune with the energy on the planet. It's very important that we understand our own energy and work in alignment with our own energy. But not only this, that we understand the energy of the year and work in alignment with that. Now, in this episode, what I'm going to be sharing with you is how you can master the energy of 2022. I've had a look at the Akashic records and I've been given a download of advice around what it is, the key theme that you guys should be doing in 2022. I'm going to be explaining to you all about the energy forecast series and what you can expect. I've lined up 10 incredible experts, numerologists, astrologists, moonologists, shamanic practitioners, myself reading the Akashic records. So it's going to be a really beautiful series. And I've also made it incredibly practical and grounded. If you know me, if you follow me, I love spirituality. I love all things woo, but I really want to know how it's going to implement and integrate into my life and how it's going to make my life better. So we are creating a free workbook for anybody interested around the energy of 2022. And in the workbook, it's going to be giving you 10 different exercises or different things you can do to really capitalize on this year. And each expert, each celebrity guest that I'm speaking to will be giving you a key exercise of the one thing they really think you should do to be successful this year. So you can absolutely access that workbook for free. We are creating it. I was tuning into the energy. I got this download, my goodness, on the 27th of December, and I'm now recording this episode on the 30th of December. So when you work in alignment with energy, you become very attuned to it. And as I have become more conscious, I've learned that I have to really go with the flow. And I went on holiday with my family in November, end of November. We went to Tenerife and we navigated all the madness and we got out there. And I could just feel into the energy that my guidance, everything was saying, chill. We want you to chill. We want you to relax. If you follow me, you know that I'm an advocate of communicating with my guidance through my pendulum. And I was just getting, this is the run up to Christmas. We want you to relax. We want you to chill out, enjoy yourself, enjoy the Christmas magic. And I didn't have any enthusiasm for anything. There was no ideas. There was nothing I really needed to do. So that is exactly what I did. My husband and I went up to London. We went to Covent Garden. We went out in London, had some nice food. We got into the Christmas spirit of things. We saw all the lights. We went to Christmas carols. We went to the ballet. We just enjoyed life and the run up to Christmas. We put our Christmas tree up. We made a Christmas cake. We made mince pies. Like, it was just a lot of fun. And for me to sort of slow down that much is quite unusual. But I was really, really, really being told to rest and just literally enjoy this time. Now, I share that story with you because we have been taught to struggle. We have been taught to push, 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 push. And we've been taught to go, 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 go. And the evolution of a soul is to go from doing to being. So as we evolve, as we grow, as we do our Dharma, as we do our hero's journey, as we raise our vibration, we do a lot less doing and we move into being who we are at soul level. Now, why I'm sharing that story with you around me slowing down is because I was tuning in to my own energy and to the energy of the year. And those days between Christmas and New Year, literally, I feel like the whole world stops and it's dark. And obviously after the solstice, the light starts to come back. But generally speaking, it's quite dark mornings. And I really think we're being encouraged to rest and relax. And that was exactly what came through for me. And then on the 27th of December, we went out to a restaurant in Brighton. We went to a beautiful vegan restaurant in Brighton. We came back and I was just sat in my chair, and I have created a positive vortex in one of the chairs that I sit in my living room because I've done so much Akashic work in that chair. It's a positive vortex. So whenever you sit in it, it's a great high vibrational place for me to sit and get ideas. And I suddenly just got, boom, 2022 energy forecast. And I was like, oh, and I love interviewing people. I love understanding energy. I love working with energy. And I really wanted to help you guys get the best out of this year. And suddenly this idea just dropped in, 2022 energy forecast. So the idea that came through was to interview lots of experts in the area of the energy of 2022, so you guys can make the most out of this year. And between the 27th of September to the 29th of December, it took me 2 days to organize 10 guests and get my team organized to get this energy forecast put together for you. And if you're watching this, it's probably the 7th of December and January, 7th of January, and this is the first episode that is going out. So we will have interviews by experts all of next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the following week, and then the week after that. So there's 10, including this one, coming out for you. So the link to get the free workbook is underneath this video. So please just check that out and sign up. Please bear with us. As I've just explained, this is literally like, I can feel my team going, what, you want to turn that around in January? And this is kind of what happens when you're in tune with your energy. Like, obviously I've been guided to rest. And then it's like suddenly this new energy is kicking in of January. And this 22 master builder energy is kicking in. And it's like, woof, the energy is moving forward and off we go with it. So it is, bear with us because it's work in progress. And what will happen is after all the interviews are done, we will take the key questions out of the interviews and put them into a workbook. So that will probably come out to you the beginning of February. But please do, by all means, sign up for your workbook now. We've got some amazing, amazing insights we're going to be sharing with you as well. And it's just going to be an incredible series. So as I said to you, we are coming into 2022, and 22 is a master builder number in numerology. Now, I've followed astrology and numerology for a lot of my life. It's been very instrumental. I've got an astrologer, I have a numerologist, I changed my name by numerology. I really believe in these practices, and I really wanted to bring you these ancient mystics because these ancient mystics have a lot of wisdom that they can bring to our lives. And one of the things that society has done is it's taken us outside of ourselves. It's taught us to look outside for answers. When we go into our education system, we learn everything outside of ourselves: geography, maths, English, all these things that are completely useless. My vision for the world and my own life and with my own family is to bring that back in and educate people internally. Who are they at soul level? What is their astrology chart? What is their numerology chart? What is their life path number? So one of the things you might want to do is have a look at where you are in relation to your numerology. Because if you understand your numerology, it can be very, very helpful. Like, for example, the whole planet is in a year 6, and that is all about home, family, and responsibility. So if you think about everything that's shifted over the course of the last 2 years, we've very much been brought back into the home, working from home, being at home. And the level of responsibility is going to ramp up this year. And this is kind of the theme for our year. But then if you not only look at that and you look at your actual personal year, so for example, mine is a 4, it's all about delegating my time and basically not burning myself out and managing time. So these two things give me a real clue and an insight into my year and what I need to be doing. So I already know that one of the things I need to look at is how I can streamline my business, how I can have the maximum impact with a minimum amount of effort. And also I'm going to be getting more responsibilities, and I'm going to be very much focused on my home and my family. So having a look at your personal year in numerology is very, very interesting. We are going to have a numerologist on the series. It's a gentleman called Johannes, who runs with his wife Estelle the biggest numerology school in Denmark. And they, all the big guys, they helped me change my name. So he will have some incredible insights into this year for you. But whilst you're here, make sure you look up your personal year in numerology and then look at it in relation to the 6th year, which is the year that we are in as a collective. And as I said, 2022 or 22 is the master builder energy. And the master builder, the master architect, this is actually my life path number as well. I know quite a lot about that because it's my life path. So it's almost like my goal in this lifetime is to be a master builder and to create systems and processes that can improve the world. And it's interesting because when I look at my work, at the moment I'm creating a conscious map around how people go through their evolutionary process. Essentially, it is to highlight and help people understand where they are in the process. So it very much correlates with who I am and what I'm doing. Now, when I looked at the Akashic records to get you guys some guidance around what you should be doing this year, this word mastery came through as well. Accepting the concept of self-mastery. So this year, the Akashic records are advising us to really concentrate on self-mastery. We are the masters and the creators of our universe, of our realities. And everybody, hopefully, a lot more people have woken up to that in the last 2 years. And if you've just woken up to that, then welcome and congratulations, because this is where the rest of your life starts, when you realize that you can manifest and create your reality. But what we're being called to do this year is to become a master of ourself. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can use this principle and process in your life. But what is self-mastery? Well, one of the things that we are asked to do on this earthly plane is to become a master. We have to master certain aspects of our life and of our reality. And as we go through our spiritual evolutionary work, we are asked to master the different chakras. We are asked to master internal aspects which have an external impact. So we're asked to overcome fear, for example. We're asked to build a life where we feel safe and secure. We're asked to become empowered. We're asked to step into our power. We're asked to let go of any trauma, of any pain that we have experienced. We're asked to open our hearts. We're asked to speak our truth. We're asked to see through the illusion. So this spiritual path is a path of self-mastery. And the Akashic Records is asking us this year to really give some time, energy, and space to mastering oneself. Now, one of the things I'd like you to guys to do is adopt this analogy that you are a master, right? I often have people in my community or just people I know say, oh, so-and-so said this, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it. And it's ruined how I feel about something. When you are a master, and this is what I want you guys to think of yourselves as, you can take on whatever works for you because you're a master. Often what people do is they give away their power to people like me. If something I say does not resonate with you, just don't take it on. If you are listening to different teachers and vibing with different people, be sure to be a master yourself and to only take on something they say or teach if it resonates with you. Often I feel people give their power away and they feel like they have to take on everything a teacher says. And if they don't, they kind of makes them feel quite discombobulated. If you're reading a book, become a master. Read the book, take elements of it out that work for you, that you can implement into your life. Not everything everybody says that is in print or somebody who's in a position of perceived authority is correct, right? This is all about sovereignty. This is us becoming our own masters. This is us connecting to our own power. This is us taking our power back. And in the meantime, what that means is not giving away our power to people in positions of authority. And as we have learned over the course of the last 2 years, there's lots of people in positions of authority who do not own it, or earn it, who may not necessarily have our best interest at heart. So self-mastery and sovereignty is very much about becoming and being your own master. So this is who I want you to think of yourself as moving forward. You're a master of your reality. And when you're reading a book, when you're watching a video, when you're doing things, would me as a master take that on? Do I believe that? What am I creating? Because remember, what you believe, you create. So do not take on things that you do not resonate with. You are the master of your reality and you create your reality. So you get to pick and choose as a master what works for you. Now, the other thing I would like to encourage you to do, and this is going to be my homework from the Akashic Records, is inside our free workbook is a planner. It's basically a planner for 2022. And I want you to really think about the things in your life you would like to master. And it could be something like giving up caffeine. It could be giving up sugar. It could be exercise. So you might want to make a little list of all the things that you would like to master. Now, generally speaking, what most people will do is they'll do their New Year's resolutions and they'll go, oh my God, I've got to change everything. I need to change this. I need to change that. I'm not very good at this. And they have this huge list of things that they want to do and they go into overwhelm and then they don't do any of them. But that is not what a master does. That is not what you guys do. What you're going to do is you're going to write your list. You know, how do you become the highest version of yourself? How do you self-master? How do you master yourself? Whenever I remember being in my dark place, drinking, smoking, drugs, overweight, didn't like myself, blah, 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 blah. No self-love. But I knew who I wanted to be and I knew how I wanted to serve and I knew what I wanted my life to look like. What does that person do? How does their life look? And what's the gap? Where are you now? And what needs to shift and change for you to be that person? So in my case, it meant a whole list of things that I needed to get rid of. Toxicity, alcohol, coffee, sugar. What is it that is the gap between where you are and where you want to be? Write them all down. But do not get overwhelmed because what you're going to do is a master masters one thing at a time. So what is the key thing that you should master next? It could be giving up caffeine, for example. Coffee especially blocks your nadi, your energy channels, and stops you having such a high psychic capability. So what is it that you need to shift and change? So if it was giving up coffee, for example, What are you going to do to give up coffee? So you're going to just master giving up caffeine or giving up coffee. And you're not going to do anything else until you have mastered that one thing. So you then might want to look at that one thing, which in this example is giving up coffee. And you say, well, how am I going to do that? Right? What are the steps that you're going to take? So it might be drinking decaffeinated coffee. It might be drinking some type of alternative coffee. What are you going to do to help you give up coffee? So a master approaches things sensibly and clearly and masters one thing at a time. And if you can take that advice on board, you might want to look at your planner, write your list, and maybe even try and plot in the type of thing that you want to give up and when. But again, the point of this is not to overwhelm you. The point of this is for you to master one thing at a time. So write your list and then just pick one thing. You're going to have your planner, which you can refer to all of next year. I would recommend that you print it off and you keep it on your desk and you refer to it, because it's going to be really, really helpful, the insights and information in there. So write your list, pick one thing that you are going to master, and that's it. That's all you're going to do. And you're going to literally focus on that one thing until you feel like you've got it, until it is natural for you just not to drink coffee. And then you might do what I did, which is you forget, and then you suddenly have a cup of tea and you are awake all night because you forget that you have given up coffee and tea. Somebody actually made me a cup of tea and it did have a bit of a disastrous effect, should we say. So lovely to have you here. Remember, this is a very exciting, expansive year. Huge change has happened in our world over the course of the last 2 years. The world is literally going through a breakdown to breakthrough currently. We are evolving at a rate that we have not, I've evolved more in the last 2 years than I can absolutely believe. It's incredible. So exciting times are ahead. The other thing I really want you to take on is that masters approach challenges as opportunities. We have seen a lot of challenges over the course of the last 2 years, but that's why we have grown so much. So often adversity brings triumph. So really self-mastery, which is your theme from the Akashics this year, is to come into oneself so you feel strong, you feel secure, you feel sovereign, you feel free. And nothing is going to knock you off balance. And when we commit to doing our spiritual evolutionary work, which is what we do in our Dharma Life community and our Dharma Life Academy, we have an unshakable sense of inner peace. The world could be going topsy-turvy, which it is, but actually, because we have a spiritual connection, we feel guided and we feel connected. And more people are going to be waking up to that this year as well. So you beautiful beings, I look forward to seeing you in the 2022 energy forecast. Do not forget to sign up for your free workbook. And as I said, we have got a beautiful collection of experts, numerologists, astrologers, shamanic practitioners, moonologists, you name it, we've got it. So please stay tuned. Please share this with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and I will see you on the other side. So what did you think to this interview? Hopefully you got some really good insights and you really now understand how you can implement the energy of 2022 into your life. Ready? Please do sign up for our free energy workbook. The link is here. You can sign up for your free energy workbook, and inside the workbook are all of our experts giving you an exercise that you can do, that you can integrate and put into your life to make 2022 the best year yet. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. The interviews will be coming out from the 7th of January for the rest of January, all the way to the end of January. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, like and share, and I really hope that you find a lot of value from the Energy 2022 forecast series.